How's it going, everybody? In today's video, we're going to be looking at the MSI Creator Z16P laptop, or if you're Canadian, it would be the Z16P laptop. I've had the Z16 laptop for the last year, and it has been absolutely amazing in terms of our PC workflow. This is the latest iteration. It's even more powerful than the previous one, and I want to tell you why it's one of the best laptops for content creation. So let's get into it. Let's look at the hardware of this computer, as it's one of the most impressive in terms of specs. So it has the latest 12th gen Intel i9 processor, and that is paired with the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3080 graphics card. So if you're a video editor and you have to edit things in 4K or 8K or RAW, or you're doing a lot of color grading, or if you have a lot of graphics in your edit, this computer can handle all of that and be able to play that back in real time, or at least render it very quickly for you. So this is actually a really cool part. It has a vapor chamber cooler, which allows for 65% more airflow. So if you're familiar with laptops like these, you want to make sure you have a lot of ability to cool the laptop down so that the CPU can run smoother, especially when you're working on heavier projects. This computer also has the latest Wi-Fi 6E, which means that you're going to get faster download and upload speed. You're also going to have better performance when you're in an area with a lot of connected devices. I think in a world now where there's a lot of digital content creators and you could be at like a co-working space and everyone's trying to work at the same time, it's the worst when your workflow throttles because you have to deal with like poor Wi-Fi. So at least in this situation, you got reliable Wi-Fi, you can get your work done efficiently. So let's move on to the design of this computer, the actual laptop itself. It is a beautiful looking computer, and also it's a massive step up from your previous PC laptops, which feel very plasticky and kind of bulky. This is sleek, it's modern, comes in the metal encasing, it feels premium. All right, so let's talk about some of the in and out ports. So first things first, we have a Thunderbolt 4 port, which can do a lot. So number one, you can actually transfer data from one computer to another computer just using that port. You can also use it to charge your computer. You have more than 65 watts for charging, and it can also work as a display output port, which means that you can have up to 3 extra monitors. You could just be encased in monitors from one port. So we also have USB-C, we have USB-A, we also have an audio combo jack if you need it, and an SD card reader. MSI knows that this laptop is for content creators, it's for photographers, it's videographers. MSI, thank you for always just having this here in the first place and not letting us live with the dongle life. This laptop actually has a very unique 180-degree folding touchscreen display, so you can literally just put it entirely flat. So for whatever working position that you're in, you have a lot of flexibility on where you can place that screen. This laptop is also touchscreen, and I feel like as an artist, one of the reasons why I like having a touchscreen display is I feel like I can add more of my artistic touch to my work. And what I mean by that is like literally I can finesse it and feel out and edit more than I could through a mouse or a trackpad or through a keyboard. It just gives you an extra layer of flexibility when you're creating your art. Also, this has gesture control too, so it can speed up your workflow and you can bounce between different programs very quickly. It's also a 16-inch QHD plus monitor, so you're getting a lot of brightness and a lot of contrast out of this monitor. Also, it's a 16:10 golden ratio display, which is different from a 16:9, which is your standard laptop display. So you actually get a little bit more vertical real estate while you're working. So I actually really love the keyboard on this computer for a few different reasons. Number one, just listen to it. It sounds like the pitter-patter of rain dropping on a small lily pad. It sounds really nice. So I like typing on this keyboard. It's also backlit, so you can customize all the colors. So if you have a specific mood of your room or you're using LEDs, you can match your computer's backlit keyboard to that. Also, if you're working in a program like Premiere Pro and you have different shortcuts that you're working with, you can actually customize the colors of certain areas. So you can be like, oh, this spot right here, which are all my like shortcuts for cutting, I can make that whole section purple. Also, it has a number keypad, which is so essential. I think a big part of content creation is the actual selling part of content creation. So you're gonna be putting together quotes or proposals, or you're gonna be doing accounting. Also, if you're an artist that likes to work with a stylus or a pen, you also have access to the MSI pen. And the nice thing about this is, let's say you're working and you just need to quickly put something down, you can magnet it to the side of the computer. If you're trying to dial in an edit or you're drawing or anything along those lines, having access to something like this is a really nice tool. And then for your everyday general general security. You also have facial recognition as well as a fingerprint reader, which is all compatible with Microsoft Hello. And then on top of that, the computer also comes with some built-in software that optimizes its performance and your experience while you're working. So that software is called MSI Smart Auto. So essentially what is happening is the computer is assessing your current workload, and then it automatically adjusts to optimize the performance for whatever program that you're working in. So the next program is called MSI Ambient Silent AI, and essentially the computer is listening to the local area or the surrounding noise levels and then adjusting the fans accordingly so that they're not distracting during your working session. You also have the MSI Center, which is essentially like a dashboard similar to what you would see in a car that's giving you the overall performance of the laptop. The laptop also comes meta ready, so if you're creating content for the metaverse or in virtual reality, if you grab this right out of the box, you can start doing that. If you guys want to learn more about the MSI Creator Z16P laptop, I will leave a link in the description below. By clicking on that link, you are supporting this channel. And if you guys want to watch a few more videos on video editing and have some tips there to get better, you can watch Lazy vs Pro Editor right here.